Christopher, your home is not just a shelter. It is a living field. It is a silent extension of your nervous system, your relationship patterns, your money flow, your sleep rhythm, your ambition, your emotional stability, and your ability to feel safe inside your own life. And when I read this chart through Astrovastu, one thing becomes very clear. This is not a random home correction. This is a Taurus Lagna chart with a powerful and sensitive planetary pattern. You have Taurus rising, which means the home must become a beautiful, grounded, stable, wealth-holding container. But you also have Moon, Mars, and Rahu together in Pisces in the 11th house, which means desires, friendships, gains, networks, social comparison, emotional reactions, and sudden opportunities can become amplified. So Christopher, the first rule is this. Your home must calm your desires without killing your ambition. It must stabilize your emotions without making life dull. It must hold wealth without creating fear around money. It must support relationships without turning intimacy into pressure. That is the core diagnostic. Taurus Lagna needs stability. Venus needs beauty. Saturn with Venus needs commitment and discipline in relationships. Jupiter in the 10th needs career guidance. Mercury with Sun in the 8th needs deep research, analysis, privacy, and mental clarity. Rahu, Mars, and Moon in the 11th need correction around social energy, emotional impulses, sudden gains, and restless ambition. So let us begin where your house begins. The entrance. Your main entrance is not just a door. It is your wealth gate. For you, the best entrance energy is northeast first, east second, and north third. Why? Because Taurus Lagna needs prosperity that feels safe, ethical, calm, and continuous. Your entrance should not look aggressive. It should not feel dark, cluttered, sharp, or dramatic. It should feel refined, warm, prosperous, and reassuring. Place a solid wooden door. Use brass, bronze, or soft gold hardware. Keep the porch clean. Use cream, ivory, pale yellow, soft green, or muted blush tones. Add 2 healthy plants if space allows. Symmetry matters for you because Venus needs balance. A tasteful Lakshmi symbol, Sri Yantra, or prosperity motif can work beautifully, but do not make it loud. Your entrance should whisper prosperity, not scream insecurity. Now the don'ts are equally important. Do not keep shoes scattered near the door. Do not keep garbage bins, dead plants, old boxes, broken umbrellas, mops, cleaning chemicals, or random storage at the entrance. Every time you enter through a cluttered threshold, your Venus receives the message. Life is unstable, money is leaking, resources are not protected. And then you may earn, but not retain. You may receive, but not feel secure. Do not place a mirror directly facing the entrance. A mirror there can push incoming energy back outward. For your chart, that can translate into opportunities arriving, but not settling. Now move into the living room. For you, the living room is not just a social room. It is the space where money, comfort, emotional tone, and social energy circulate. The best zones are north, northeast, and east. This is important because your 11th house is heavily activated. The 11th house is gains, friends, networks, ambition, social validation, community, audience, and income through groups. But because Rahu, Mars, and Moon sit together there, your social field can become intense. You can absorb people's emotions. You can act impulsively based on desire. You can chase sudden opportunities. You can feel pulled between idealism and irritation. So your living room must regulate social energy. Place grounded, comfortable seating. Not stiff, not chaotic, not overly empty. Taurus does not relax in emptiness. Use structured sofas, soft natural fabrics, cotton, linen, silk blends, cushions, warm textures, and a stable center table. Use cream, beige, pearl white, soft olive, muted green, pale gold, and warm taupe. Place healthy plants in the north or northeast. A money plant, jade plant, or broadleaf plant works well. The north must remain open and clean because north governs income movement, communication, business clarity, and opportunity flow. If your north is blocked, your income starts feeling blocked. If your north is cluttered, your mind becomes cluttered. If your north is dead, your opportunity field becomes slow. Now, what should you not do in the living room? Do not overload it with gadgets, tangled wires, broken electronics, too many screens, aggressive art, dark abstract chaos, or cluttered decor. Rahu already makes the social field hungry. Mars already makes it reactive. Moon already makes it emotionally porous. If the living room becomes visually noisy, you will not call it Vastu. You will call it stress. You will call it overthinking. You will call it social fatigue. You will call it unnecessary desire. But the diagnosis begins in the space. Now, the Northeast. Christopher, this is one of the most important correction zones for you. The Northeast is the place of wisdom, grace, clarity, blessings, and guidance. Your Jupiter is in the 10th house, so career, public visibility, reputation, professional growth, and higher guidance are linked. If your Northeast is weak, you may work hard but feel directionless. You may be capable but not guided. You may be visible but not fully aligned. So the Northeast must be sacred, light, clean, open, and uncluttered. Place a meditation corner here, a prayer shelf, a quiet reading chair, spiritual books, a small lamp, a clear quartz cluster, a clean brass dia, a single focused sacred symbol. Use white, cream, pale yellow, sandalwood, or soft gold tones. Do not put toilets here. Do not put shoe racks here. Do not put brooms, cleaning chemicals, old cartons, heavy cupboards, broken items, or non-vegetarian food storage here. If this zone becomes dirty or heavy, Jupiter becomes blocked. And when Jupiter is blocked, your judgment suffers. Your career guidance weakens. Your prosperity feels delayed. You start asking, why am I not seeing the bigger picture? The answer may be sitting in the northeast corner. Now, the kitchen. For you, the kitchen is not just a kitchen. It is the Venus nourishment chamber and the wealth conversion engine. The ideal zone is southeast. This is where fire should live. This is where effort becomes food, food becomes stability, and stability becomes emotional safety. Because you are Taurus Lagna, food equals grounding. Comfort equals security. But because Venus is with Saturn in Scorpio, relationship warmth needs discipline. If the kitchen is dirty, dark, overheated, or emotionally tense, it can directly show up as relationship coldness, digestive issues, money anxiety, and quiet dissatisfaction. Place the kitchen in the southeast if possible. Keep the stove clean. Face east while cooking if the layout allows. Use copper vessels, brass accents, ceramic jars, terracotta, peach, coral, muted orange, cream, and controlled fire colors. Keep the lighting warm but not harsh. This kitchen should feel alive, clean, fragrant, and nourishing. Do not keep leaking taps, dirty dishes overnight, stale food, broken appliances, burnt pans, water features, blue heavy decor, black heavy decor, or a mirror reflecting the stove. A mirror reflecting fire can double conflict. A leaking tap can represent money drain. Dirty dishes can become emotional residue. Broken appliances represent broken fire. And for you, broken fire does not stay in the kitchen. It enters relationships. It enters mood. It enters financial decisions. Now the master bedroom. Christopher, if I had to choose one of the most sensitive rooms for your chart, this is it. Your master bedroom should ideally be in the southwest. Why? Because southwest is the anchor. It stabilizes the body, sleep, commitment, and long-term security. And because Rahu is strongly involved in your chart, the southwest must be disciplined. A disturbed southwest can create restlessness, emotional suspicion, sleep disturbance, unstable desires, sudden relationship tension, or a feeling of being unsafe even when nothing is visibly wrong. So place a solid bed, use a strong headboard, keep heavy wardrobes on the south or west walls where appropriate, use heavy curtains, soft rugs, stable side tables, and paired objects. 2 lamps, 2 side tables, balanced cushions. Venus needs symmetry. Saturn needs structure. Rahu needs grounding. Use taupe, mocha, warm beige, muted rose, soft brown, stone gray, and earthy cream. Keep the head towards south or west if possible. Now the don'ts. No mirrors facing the bed. No water features. No aquariums. No excessive glass. No too many screens. No chaotic art. No open clutter. No broken luggage. No old emotional objects under the bed. No dusty storage. No sharp images. No intense red overload. If the bedroom is wrong, you may not immediately say, my southwest is disturbed. You may say, I don't sleep deeply. You may say, I feel emotionally unsettled. You may say, relationships feel heavy. You may say, my mind does not switch off. But in Astrovastu, we diagnose the space as well as the psyche. Now the study or home office. Your chart has Mercury with Sun in the 8th house. This is powerful. This is not shallow intelligence. This is investigative intelligence, research, analysis, hidden knowledge, psychology, finance, systems, technology, healing, strategy, transformation. You are not meant to skim the surface. You are meant to penetrate. But this placement also has a warning. If the workspace is cluttered, dark, or chaotic, deep thinking can become overthinking. Analysis can become suspicion. Research can become mental heaviness. Privacy can become isolation. So the study should be in the north first, west second, east third. In the north, Mercury gives communication, livelihood, trade, writing, analysis, income movement, and clarity. In the west, Saturn gives discipline, long-term concentration, and serious work. In the east, the sun gives visibility and purpose. Place a solid desk. Keep it clean. Use good task lighting. Keep files in closed storage. Use organized bookshelves. Place a healthy green plant. Keep technology functional and wires managed. A working clock in the west is fine. A stopped clock is not fine. Do not keep broken phones, unused laptops, tangled cables, piles of old papers, torn books, dead plants, or random electronics here. For your chart, that becomes mental static. And when Mercury receives static, your decisions become delayed, your communication becomes unclear, and your professional intelligence loses sharpness. Now we come to the creative zone, the children zone, the joy zone, because Ketu is in Virgo in the fifth house. This is a subtle placement. Ketu in the fifth can give refined intelligence, precision, spiritual creativity, analytical skill, and unusual insight. But it can also detach you from joy. It can make you overanalyze pleasure. It can create perfectionism around creativity. It can make romance, children, hobbies, or speculation feel irregular. So your creativity area must be simple, clean, intentional, and sacred without becoming heavy. Use ivory, pale yellow, soft green, light wood, and subtle saffron. This is good for journaling, music practice, design, writing, mantra, precision crafts, sketching, or spiritual study. One mandala, one Ganesh symbol, or one clean sacred object is enough. Do not turn this area into a gaming cave, clutter corner, unfinished project graveyard, or chaotic screen zone. Do not keep dark art, gambling symbolism, broken toys, abandoned creative tools, or piles of hobby materials. Ketu needs simplicity. When you clutter Ketu, joy disappears quietly. Now the northwest. This is the moon zone. And for Christopher, this is extremely important because moon is joined with Rahu and Mars. This means your emotional body can be imaginative, compassionate, socially sensitive, but also reactive, restless, and easily influenced by group energy. The northwest must breathe. Keep it airy, keep it ventilated. Use white, silver, pale blue, soft gray, and light green. This zone is good for guest movement, dining, airy sitting, or circulation. Open windows here. Use light curtains. Use gentle fragrance. A metal wind chime can work if it is subtle. Do not put dirty laundry, damp clothes, trash, stale smell, heavy cupboards, fire elements, heaters, aggressive red decor, or broken electronics here. Moon does not tolerate fire and stagnation together. If the northwest is suffocated, the mind becomes restless. Emotions become unstable. Social interactions drain you. Anxiety rises without explanation. For you, northwest correction is emotional hygiene. Now the south zone. This is the Mars zone. Mars is joined with Rahu and Moon, so Mars cannot be provoked. It must be disciplined. The south should support courage, action, fitness, and drive, not anger, conflict, and impulsive decisions. Use controlled fire accents, terracotta, copper, muted red, coral, warm earthy tones. This is a good zone for fitness, achievement displays, tools kept properly, or strong purposeful lighting. But do not place aquariums, water fountains, too much blue, too much black, mirrors, broken glass, rusted tools, or exposed sharp objects here. Water in the Mars zone weakens courage and creates internal conflict. Broken tools convert Mars into frustration. Sharp objects left exposed invite arguments. When Mars is corrected, you act. When Mars is disturbed, you react. Now the West. This is Saturn's zone, and Saturn is with Venus and Scorpio in your 7th house. This is a deep relationship signature. It can give serious commitment, karmic bonds, loyalty, maturity, and endurance. But if afflicted through space, it can create emotional distance, intimacy delays, dryness, mistrust, or relationship heaviness. So the West must be ordered, clean, structured, and gently lit. Use gray-blue accents, brass or iron details, closed storage, disciplined arrangement, and warm lighting. A working clock is good. A stopped clock is not. A stone or metal tortoise can support stability symbolism. West can hold study, disciplined work, or organized storage. Do not keep old brooms, broken tools, rusted iron, dusty storage, stopped clocks, shoes, or dark dump zones here. Saturn represents time, karma, delay, old age, and structure. When you pollute Saturn's zone, life slows in the wrong way. Projects stall, relationships feel heavy. Career timing drags. The body may feel fatigued. Saturn is not your enemy. But Saturn demands respect. Order the West, and Saturn becomes endurance. Neglect the west, and Saturn becomes delay. Now the southwest again, because this is too important to mention only once. Rahu must be grounded. In your chart, Rahu is not alone. Rahu sits with Moon and Mars, so desire, emotion, and action are fused. This can give ambition, imagination, unusual gains, foreign connections, spiritual networks, and nonlinear success. But it can also create sudden decisions, emotional overreaction, risky alliances, and instability in gains. So the southwest must be heavy, clean, and quiet. Use solid furniture, closed storage, earth tones, smoky quartz, black tourmaline, grounding stones, and stable lighting. Do not place mirrors, water features, leaking pipes, chaotic electronics, red-pink overstimulation, broken gadgets, or visual noise here. If Rahu is corrected, it gives unconventional success. If Rahu is provoked, it gives confusion wearing the mask of opportunity. That is the difference. Now bathrooms and toilets. Best zones are west or northwest. Southeast can be managed if clean and well-designed, but avoid northeast, center, and southwest as much as possible. Northeast toilets drain guidance and blessings. Center toilets disturb the life force of the house. Southwest toilets weaken stability, sleep, and relationship security. Keep bathrooms dry, bright, ventilated, and fragrant. Repair leaks immediately. A leak in the wrong zone is not just plumbing, it is symbolic energy drain. Now let me give you the hierarchy of corrections. First, stabilize the southwest. This is your Rahu correction, your sleep correction, your stability correction, your relationship grounding correction. Second, purify the northeast. This is your Jupiter correction, your career guidance correction, your blessing correction. Third, correct the southeast kitchen. This is your Venus nourishment correction, wealth conversion correction, and relationship warmth correction. Fourth, open the north. This is your Mercury correction, income flow correction, communication correction, and opportunity correction. Fifth, ventilate the northwest. This is your Moon correction, emotional regulation correction, social energy correction. Sixth, order the west. This is your Saturn correction, time correction, commitment correction, and delay removal. Seventh, discipline the south. This is your Mars correction, action correction, courage correction, and anger management correction. Christopher, the deeper lesson is this. Your chart does not need a flashy house. It does not need a cold modern showroom. It does not need dark luxury. It does not need spiritual clutter. It needs a grounded, beautiful, warm, fragrant, organized, emotionally safe, wealth-holding home. A home where northeast blesses, north flows, southeast nourishes. Southwest anchors, northwest breathes, west disciplines, south acts. When these zones are corrected, your Venus becomes stable, Saturn becomes maturity, not delay. Jupiter becomes guidance, not confusion. Mercury becomes research intelligence, not overthinking. Rahu becomes unusual gain, not chaos. Mars becomes drive, not aggression. Moon becomes intuition, not anxiety. Ketu becomes precision, not detachment. This is the point of Astrovastu. We are not decorating a house. We are diagnosing a life through space. We are asking, where is your chart living in your home? Where is your Venus supported? Where is your Rahu provoked? Where is your Moon suffocated? Where is Mars leaking? Where is Jupiter blocked? Where is Saturn delaying? Where is Mercury cluttered? Because once you see that, your home becomes a remedy. And if this reading speaks to you, if you can feel that your space is not just random, but is quietly shaping your money, peace, sleep, relationships, ambition, and emotional rhythm, then get in touch with me for a personal Astrovastu reading. Let us make a home for your soul. Not a generic home, not a copied layout, not a decorative mood board. A home that works with your chart, a home that understands your karma, a home that protects your energy, a home that helps you live with more stability, prosperity, peace, and alignment. Because the right home does not just look good, it lets your soul exhale.